Hello and welcome to the show. I'm here in Forza Horizon 2 with another silly car build. My vehicle today is the Toyota 2000 GT, and I'll be honest, when I built this car up, I initially had quite high expectations for this vehicle. First of all, it is a smallish Japanese sports car, so I'm hoping, you know, it might have some decent handling going on in this vehicle. Also, the statistics of it were looking quite promising. We have the big, powerful Ferrari Enzo engine in this car, the 6-litre V12, which means we have 1,182 horsepower, which is an awful lot of power. And as far as weight goes, we're actually in quite a good sort of area. Cars over £3,000, yes, they are quite stable, tend to be not too bad to drive, but of course you don't quite have the same ballistic acceleration that you get out of the lighter cars. Cars under £2,000 have a tendency to be a little bit scary and can be a bit twitchy. So we're sort of in the middle of that. It's quite a good sort of power to weight ratio in this vehicle. I was expecting, yes, some pretty good things. I mean, everything on this car is completely maxed out. There's no silly aero parts to choose from. So we've kind of got a beard at the front and kind of an air dam thing at the back. Yeah, and I think the other thing we can have, yeah, we can take off the little chrome bits. Otherwise, it's not the most exciting on the visual. I do love the exhaust on the back of this car. I think it's fantastic. So yeah, so far everything was looking very good with this car, and then we come to the big problem, and I didn't really foresee this one. So we've got our racing tyres, as you would expect. When we come to the rear tyre width, now I think the biggest tyres we've had are sort of 355. We might have gone up to. We normally see around the 300, maybe sort of 295s, or sort of past 300. You're going to look at decent rear grip. Okay, in these cars, we have 225 on the rear. That is pretty damn small for a silly car build. It starts off with, yeah, little skinny wheels, and it doesn't really get much bigger. That is going to be a potential real problem for this car. We're putting a hell of a lot of power through skinny rear tyres. Yes, they are racing tyres. They will have more grip than the standard car, but that much power through those little tyres is not a good sign. It's not a good sign. I mean, the Focus we had last time, the front-wheel drive Focus had a bigger rear. I think it was 255 or something. I don't know. It was something like that. The Focus had bigger. This will be by far the smallest tyres I think I've used on a silly car build, other than perhaps the Willys G. I think even that had bigger tyres than this. Yeah, tiny rear tyres is not good for this much power through the rear wheels. So I'm not sure what to expect from this car. I still think it could be quite quick. I think it will probably go quicker than the Noble if I can keep it together. If I can keep it on the road. I'm just looking at the strange grills under the front bumper there. Okay. If I can keep this on the road, it might go quicker. It could go very fast. I think we're going to spend or waste a lot of time over the course of a lap just spinning wheels waiting for it to be able to put any power down. That is my main concern with this car. Right, so we shall go to the Rivals mode, and it is the sister on Citadel circuit, where we will take the Toyota. There we go, we can get to it in the end, where we have 6 laps to try and beat the time set by a Noble M600. A 56.414 is the target. As I said, I think it's going to be close. I think we could have quite a quick car if I can keep it all together. And this is a nasty circuit in that there's a lot of low-speed corners. There's a lot of sort of hairpins. It's a lot about sort of delivering the power out of the corners. And that is what I think this car is going to struggle with overall. So we could have some problems, really, with the Toyota. It could be the slidiest car. Oh, this is not looking good so far. This could be the slidiest car I think I've ever... Good God. Nope, it's already looking quite bad for the Toyota. With just 2 smaller tyres. Okay, let's forget trying to drive sensible. Let's just be sideways everywhere, I think, is this Toyota's motto. Yeah, we have no... It's just laughably no grip in this thing whatsoever. It's just... Okay, yeah, we're just going to completely and utterly forget about what we're supposed to be doing and mess about in the Toyota, it seems. Yeah, there is no grip out of these corners. I've built all sorts of silly vehicles for this series. None of them, I think the only car that rivals this for lack of rear end grip is, whoa, I've overcooked it, is the old Toyota Celica we had on Forza 5. And that could have had tiny rear tyres as well. That'd probably explain it if it did. There is absolutely no rear grip in this car at all. I mean, we've kind of got it through turn 1. Oh, no, we're going sideways. We're losing it again. Come on, we'll get it back. No, we're not going to get it back under control. We're going to sort of flail and please stop into this next corner. Ooh, run a little bit wide. And up the hill. No, up the hill. We're just going to spin. Yeah, absolutely no surprise. No, come on, car. Behave yourself now. I have to really concentrate if I'm going to get a good lap out of this thing. You have to be very delicate with everything. Oh, we've overshot. Nope, that's not okay. Not quite the not quite the best lap. Yeah, these hairpins are going to be a real problem. I want to try and get a nice. It's not that bad to drive. Like, we've got a fairly decent turn in, and I really think if we had some decent sized rear tyres, this would be. Oh, we've overshot that a little bit. Okay, my bad. Misjudged my braking there. Yeah, I really think if this had some decent rear tyres, I think it would be a pretty good car for this. I think we could get a pretty quick car out of it. Oh, I've messed up that turn 1. Okay. It will also help that I've got a little bit warmer tyres. There is all of the tyre temperature comes into this game. Not quite as noticeable as things like Project Cars and so on, but yeah, tyre temperature still will play a little bit of a part. So we will be. Ooh, just wants to snap constantly. It will be have a little bit more grip as I go through the race, or the laps, I should say. Ooh, we haven't really got that good of a brakes either, to be honest. I don't think I'm going any faster. I'm not being silly on the brakes compared to normal, and I'm certainly not going that much faster than anything else. So I've got to be aware of that, that particular factor. God, this thing is stupid. Just using any power is totally out of the question. Right, neat through that second hairpin, which is good. This may well be the slowest car. I don't know what the slowest car I've had around here is. Clonked the inside of that. Right, we're going to... Just a huge twitch coming through that corner. The bumps aren't quite as terrifying as I thought it would be. I mean, it's actually not that bad through that section. I say that as we start going sideways again. I mean, I've had worse handling cars through that first section with the change of, I think it's a change of camber on the road that the cars get unsettled with. And it's, I really think it could be quite a good car if it was allowed to have some bigger rear tyres. As it is, it just can't deal with this much power. I've got to be very careful. I can actually go flat out in 4th gear without spinning the wheels permanently. It's careful out of this corner. Yeah, and still got to be careful all the way up into 3rd. And if you do get a burst of wheel spin, unlike some cars, where if you get a burst of wheel spin, you can kind of keep it under control. The minute that this thing gets a hint of wheel spin or a hint of going sideways, you're going to lose a good few seconds. Ooh! That was a big clonk on the bumper, 58.7. We're a couple of seconds slower than the Noble. Okay, we've got to pull something special out of these next couple of laps. It really does not like that change of direction there. It's just not quite settled. And then we're going to struggle up the hill if I'm not careful. Come on, be careful. Yeah, probably better to leave it in 4th. And again around here we're sideways. I'm just trying to push it a bit too hard. 130 into this corner. That's not too shabby considering the amount of time we must be losing from spinning up the wheels. Again, we get plenty of wheel spin coming into this first hairpin. Yeah, there's a tiny bit of understeer when you really push it. I think everything will through that particular corner. This is the one that you've got to be careful on. I've been experimenting with all sorts of ways. That's not the correct way to do that hairpin particularly. I still haven't figured out what it is about that hairpin that makes the cars behave very strangely. Oh, we're all over them, all over the place out there. Oh, we've got a big slide coming up into turn 1. Keep it together. Well, we kept it out of the wall, which is good. I wouldn't really say it was together. And again, we've got a big slide mid-corner. It's not the nicest or easiest or any of those words to drive cars. Yeah, the tyres let it down on this. A big slide up the hill. I've just given up with it. No, we're going to get another big slide. Please stop. Yeah, we don't even have particularly nice brakes. Turning is okay. But the back end here is just completely and utterly no grip. Right, fire it out of this corner. Yeah, we're losing so much time just waiting. Oh, and then once I try and go for it, it's just this lights up the rear wheels. Oh, I overshot that corner a little bit. Again, we're going to get a big slide out of it, and still plenty more wheel spinning. And up towards the line, we're going to finish sideways, which is probably appropriate for this car. A 58.7. It is a couple of seconds slower than the Noble. It's just too hard to drive. It's too hard to put the power down. Otherwise, yeah, I do still think it could have been quite a nice car. As it is, it's quite controllable with having no grip. Like, if I'm controlling it and it's sliding around, then that means it's quite controllable for sliding around, even with ludicrous amounts of power. But as far as actually setting a lap time out of the damn car, it's not going to work. You're not going to get it because you just don't have the rear end grip. Right, we shall finish the Rivals mode. And then it is on to the speed run. Now this car could go quite quickly. I would expect this to get some decent speed. We could be looking at over 200 and perhaps 250 miles an hour. That might be asking a little bit too much of it. But I mean, it is a nice aerodynamical shape. It has got one of the most powerful engines in the game. What do we get? The BMW M1 did 250 odd, didn't it? Or did it do 260 even, using the same engine? So we could be seeing speeds up to sort of the 250, 260 mile an hour mark. I would certainly expect this to be pretty damn quick. Might be very scary at those kind of speeds. I'm not sure I would like this car at 250 miles an hour, because it doesn't have any rear end grip at like 70. So at 250, that's, yeah, less than ideal. The bumps could cause problems. I'm not sure we'll get a clean speed run in this car, to be honest. I think it will get chucked around over the bumps. Weaving in and out of traffic could be problematic. Who knows? We will see. I will close my eyes and pray. In fact, no closing of eyes while trying to drive this stupid monstrosity. Right, to the tuning cars. We've got to take off all of the aero. First things first, and then we will see what we are working with. We'll adjust the gears a little bit if they are needed. It reckons 230 miles an hour at the moment. Extend the gear ratios. I'd like to do 280. Okay, sure. Just looking at the little graph. That would be impressive. Bloody hell, we might get 270 miles an hour out of this Toyota. Wait, sorry, I went the wrong way on that one. Can we get any? That's probably going to be about the limit. If with the going downhill bit, if I can keep it together, 270 miles an hour may be possible. Ooh, that would be pretty damn fast. This. Okay, applying that. Right, Toyota, please do not try and kill me. Okay, just go very fast. Oops, I may have scraped into a Volkswagen Fox, I believe it was. Okay, get off the grass. Okay, and fire towards, hopefully, a very high speed. If it does get 270, I think it'd be the quickest silly car build I've had. Okay, careful. I'm already terrified of this vehicle. Right, we're already almost up to 200. There we go. We've gone past the 200 mile an hour mark. Holy crap, this is a fast car. I'm not even going to try taking that corner. 140 the back end was wanting to let go. Oh, good God, get back in shape. There is no grip to be. This is a silly idea to be doing. Don't do speed runs with this smaller of tyres. We need far bigger tyres for this. There is no grip. We're already up to almost 240 miles an hour. That was very close to the back of, I think it was an M1 that I just flashed past. I'm not even going to try that corner at that sort of speed. 200 miles an hour is more than enough. Good God. That engine just does not stay put. It's terrifying. I much prefer the BMW for speed running. BMW was a lovely car. This is not a lovely car. We're back up to 230 again. I'm going to slow it down for this corner. Oh, back end's letting go again. Woo! Yeah, no, stop it, car. Behave yourself. Yeah. Ooh, you got to. Oh, bloody driver tar. McLaren P1 decided to assist me into the back of something. That's just what I don't need. Not that the driver tars aren't going that quickly. God's sake. Right, luckily we'll have enough time to, well, to be fair, this thing accelerates so bloody fast that we will get back up to speed before we start going downhill. We've got another corner to probably worry about in this. Yeah, we don't have a huge amount of high-end or sort of high-speed grip, as I was sort of semi-expecting from this car. How fast dare we take this corner? I really don't want any cars to be changing lanes around here, because I will not have time to react to it, and we won't have the grip to react to it. It's probably more of the point here. Oh, bloody Mercedes. Oh, that's a jump. We've got a bit of airtime in our crazy Toyota. Alright, we're up to 255. Still pulling like mad. I can't even look at the speedo anymore. I'd focus on the driving. 261. Can we get the 270 mile an hour mark in a Toyota 2000 GT? Here we go. Last chance. 68. 69. Come on, one more. We're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. 269, I think, unless it flashed to the 270 mark that I didn't quite see. Whew. And it's a big slide at 100 and something miles an hour for the Toyota. Good God, that is a crazy, crazy contraption. This is definitely the most slidey car I have built in Horizon 2. Tyres are just too small on this. At high speeds, it's equally scary. The bumps are terrifying. Everything tries to kill you. But it does go incredibly fast once you keep it out of the traffic, if you like. Yeah, very, very quick car, this thing. Incredibly difficult to drive. Probably one of the hardest, if not the hardest, of the city car builds to drive this one. It's absolutely ludicrous, but quite a good challenge. Anyway, that is it for this video, guys. So thank you very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.